Dear Starseed from Gaia, your heart is being prepared for a sacred love that will transform your entire existence. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and Lyara, the divine feminine aspect, speaks through me with urgent clarity. The universe is orchestrating your romantic destiny right now, and the signs are undeniable. Your soul didn't stumble upon this transmission by accident. The Galactic Federation has been watching your journey, witnessing your growth, and now we bring confirmation of what your heart already knows. You are entering the final phase before divine love manifests in your reality. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to recognize the sacred signs that your soulmate is approaching and align with this incoming romantic blessing. But here's the first revelation. When the universe prepares to deliver your divine counterpart, it begins by awakening the goddess frequency within you. Your heart doesn't soften by chance. It softens because divine love requires an open vessel. You didn't find this message by coincidence. Your ascending feminine energy called this guidance forward at the exact moment your soul needed confirmation. This isn't just content. It's a prophetic download. Something in your spirit recognizes these signs because you're already living them. Like this transmission to signal to the universe, my heart is open to receive divine love. Subscribe if you're ready to align with your highest romantic timeline and attract your true spiritual partner. Comment your most powerful feminine energy sign if you're feeling this magnetic shift happening within you. This isn't just a message, it's divine timing. Your heart knows exactly why you're here, and the love you've been calling in is already on its way to you. Your heart knows why you're here. Most individuals in this human experience find themselves adrift in the vast ocean of connection, believing their singleness is a mere void, a lack of discovery of that elusive right person. This prevailing narrative, however, is a profound misunderstanding of the intricate spiritual tapestry woven around your very being. What I am about to illuminate will fundamentally revolutionize your perception of divine timing, the sacred architecture of love, and your own role within this magnificent cosmic design. You are not, I repeat, not missing out on love. Rather, you are undergoing a meticulously crafted, cosmically guided preparation for an extraordinary union. Your immortal soul, in its boundless wisdom and foresight, consciously selected this precise epoch, this very season of profound inner work and cultivation, precisely because the transcendent love that is destined for you demands nothing less than a version of you that is fully integrated, exquisitely aligned with your highest self, breathtakingly radiant, and utterly, unreservedly magnetically receptive. It is a divine attunement, a celestial symphony demanding perfect pitch. Reflect for a moment on the echoes of past connections, those relationships that felt misaligned, discordant, like ill-fitting garments on your soul. It was not, as many often conclude, a flaw in your choice of partners, nor an inherent incompatibility on their part. The true root lay in the energetic frequency you were emitting. You were operating from a posture of seeking energy, rather than the powerful resonance of beacon energy. When your inner compass is calibrated to seeking mode, your subconscious mind and energetic field broadcast a frequency rooted in perceived lack, in an absence that yearns to be filled. This energy, by universal law, attracts more lack or relationships that mirror that void. But when you consciously activate and embody beacon mode, you are radiating from a place of inherent wholeness, from an overflowing abundance of self-love and self-sufficiency. This isn't arrogance. It is the deep, unwavering knowing of your intrinsic worth. From this elevated frequency, your divine counterpart is not merely a phantom you must actively pursue in the physical realm, lost in the shadows of the mundane. No, they are being undeniably, irresistibly drawn to the incandescent light you are meticulously cultivating, to the luminous being you are progressively and divinely becoming. They are navigating towards your spiritual aurora. At this very moment, as these words resonate within your consciousness, understand that celestial architects and cosmic forces are meticulously orchestrating the most profound, soul-stirring love story of your entire lifetime. This is not a fable or a romanticized ideal. It is the truth of your energetic blueprint. However, for this grand design to manifest in your tangible reality, a very specific and intentional energetic alignment must first take root within you. This crucial phase is often entirely overlooked by many, leaving them bewildered and questioning why authentic, soul-deep love remains so elusive, a mirage on the horizon. Today, with open heart and mind, you are poised to fully grasp the foundational magnetic principles that govern the manifestation of soul-aligned love. More importantly, you will learn how to consciously and deliberately position your very being as the undeniable, radiant beacon that your divine counterpart is already, without knowing it, instinctively seeking and gravitating towards, like a moth to a flame in the vast cosmic night. The first key, the receptivity revolution. The first and perhaps most revolutionary key to unlocking soul-aligned love is embracing what I call the receptivity revolution. This mandates a profound shift in your energetic posture, from the frantic, often draining act of hunting for love to the serene, powerful art of receiving it. Let me be unequivocally clear. This is not an endorsement of passivity, of simply waiting idly for love to descend upon you like manna from heaven. On the contrary, it is about activating an inner magnetism so potent, so undeniable, that you become utterly irresistible through the sheer, unadulterated power of your own wholeness. Imagine yourself not as a seeker desperately searching for a missing piece, but as a complete, intricately carved jewel, reflecting light from every facet. When you engage in the pursuit, the chase for love, you are inadvertently broadcasting a frequency steeped in the energetic resonance of not having. This creates a vibrational void that, paradoxically, pushes away the very thing you crave, signaling to the universe a state of lack. However, when you dedicate your energy to diligently cultivating your inner radiance, polishing the jewel of your being, you transform into a magnificent cosmic lighthouse, standing tall and unwavering amidst the celestial currents. Your destined person, guided by an unseen force, cannot help but instinctively navigate their journey toward your unwavering, brilliant beam of light. Understand that the universe operates not on the sheer force of your strenuous efforts or your tireless striving, but on the precise frequency of the energy you emanate. Consider the humble, yet profoundly wise sunflower. It does not exert itself, does not chase the sun across the sky with frantic desperation. Instead, with an inherent knowing, it simply turns its face towards the radiant orb. And in that act of gentle orientation, it effortlessly receives the life-giving warmth and light. In the same vein, your soulmate, your divine counterpart, is already instinctively turning towards you on an energetic level, their spiritual compass calibrated to your unique signature. Yet, they can only fully locate and reach you when you yourself are radiating the undeniable frequency of a being who intrinsically knows, deep in their bones, that they are absolutely worthy of a profound, unconditional, and expansive love. This knowing is not egoic. It is a sacred trust in your divine birthright. This profound shift requires a deliberate and conscious act of releasing the tenacious grip of timeline anxiety, that nagging fear that time is slipping away, that you're running out of chances, that you must accelerate the process. Instead, you must wholeheartedly embrace and trust that divine timing, the grand orchestration of the cosmos, is not merely good timing, but always, impeccably, profoundly, perfect timing. The moment this first key clicks into place within your consciousness, a remarkable transformation begins. You will immediately cease the exhausting, often futile endeavors of trying to make love happen through forced interactions, endless swiping, or desperate compromises. Instead, you will begin the powerful, effortless process of magnetizing it directly to you, purely through the authenticity of your cultivated inner radiance. You transmute from someone who attracts from a place of deep-seated desperation and perceived neediness to someone who draws connections from an abundant, self-sufficient overflow of self-love and joy. This shift is not merely internal, it is exquisitely palpable, radiating outwards like warmth from a hearth. Others will sense it, unconsciously, the very instant you step into a room. Your presence will speak volumes before you utter a single word, drawing curious glances and genuine interest because the energy you carry has been fundamentally transformed from a plea to an invitation. The second key, the preparation protocol. The second pivotal key is understanding and embracing the preparation protocol. Many perceive their single season as a desolate, empty expanse of time, a period of waiting, or even a testament to some imagined flaw. I invite you to profoundly reframe this perception. Your single season is anything but empty space. It is, in fact, the most sacred and crucial construction time of your spiritual journey, a period of divine apprenticeship. In this very moment, as you breathe and experience life, the benevolent intelligence of the universe is meticulously fine-tuning your emotional frequency. Like a master artisan carefully calibrating a delicate instrument, it is tending to and healing the tender wounds of your heart, those ancestral patterns, past hurts, and karmic imprints that might otherwise impede the flow of pure love. Simultaneously, it is expansively stretching and fortifying your capacity to truly receive and hold the immense depth, passion, and unconditional acceptance of the love that is destined to arrive. Every single day you invest in the sacred journey of becoming more authentically and unapologetically yourself, shedding layers of societal expectation, embracing your true desires, honoring your unique spirit, is a day you intrinsically become more brilliantly magnetic to the precise person who is divinely meant to love, cherish, and adore exactly who you are in all your glorious complexity. The pervasive human tendency is to rush this profoundly transformative process, to impatiently prod the budding flower of self-evolution, mistakenly believing that love will somehow be accelerated by sheer willpower. What is often tragically misunderstood is that the very bedrock, the unshakable foundation of your future relationship, is not being laid in some distant, yet-to-be-seen tomorrow, but is actively and meticulously being built, brick by emotional brick, in the profound crucible of your present moment. The vital, often challenging inner work you are diligently undertaking right now, the deep emotional healing, the conscious spiritual growth, the exhilarating journey of self-discovery, the integration of your shadow and light. These are not frustrating delays in the unfolding narrative of your love story. On the contrary, these are the indispensable, rich, and compelling chapters that will elevate your love story from merely ordinary to truly extraordinary, imbuing it with depth, resilience, and unparalleled beauty. Crucially, this cosmic choreography is not a solo performance. Your divine counterpart, your destined beloved, is simultaneously undergoing their own equally vital and intricate preparation protocol, guided by the same unseen hand. While you are diligently learning the profound art of loving yourself fully, unconditionally, and fiercely, they are on their own parallel journey, discovering what it truly means to be worthy and capable of receiving, holding, and reflecting the immense light of someone as magnificent as you. This synchronized divine dance is intentionally cultivating not one, but two whole, complete, and self-actualized individuals. They will come together not from a place of aching neediness, desperately seeking another to complete them, but from a conscious, empowered choice. Their union will not be born of emptiness or a void to be filled, but from an overflowing abundance of self-love, shared purpose, and a mutual desire to expand each other's spiritual journeys. When the wisdom of this second key truly unlocks within your soul, a profound alchemical shift occurs in your perception. You begin to perceive your periods of solitude, your alone time, not as moments of loneliness or absence, but as sacred, invaluable moments of becoming. You will start to deeply cherish this precious season of self-cultivation, for you will intuitively understand that it is meticulously crafting the most authentic, radiant, and whole version of you, the very essence of the being whom your soulmate, in the timeless expanse before either of you drew your first breath, already recognized and fell irrevocably in love with. It is a preordained affection, nurtured in the timeless fabric of creation. The third key, the prophecy trust. The third key, the prophecy trust, calls you to embrace a profound, unshakable faith in the divine blueprint of your romantic destiny. Your authentic love story, the sacred narrative of your heart's true yearning, was not merely wished into existence. It was meticulously etched into the very fabric of the cosmos, woven into the shimmering tapestry of the stars, long before your conscious awareness took its first human breath. This is not a fanciful notion born of wishful thinking or idealistic romanticism. It is an undeniable, foundational cosmic truth. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom and with profound intention, entered into sacred agreements, chose specific, divinely appointed timings, and orchestrated an intricate web of circumstances and synchronicities, designed with exquisite precision to bring you and your destined person together at the perfect, most potent juncture of your respective journeys. To truly deeply trust this divine prophecy is to fundamentally transform the very essence of how you experience and navigate each unfolding day of your life. It is to surrender to a greater, benevolent intelligence. When this unwavering belief takes root within your deepest being, the knowing that your ultimate union is not just possible, but absolutely destined, written in immutable celestial ink, you naturally release the compulsive, often exhausting need to micromanage or control the how and the when of its manifestation. You consciously loosen your white-knuckled grip on the endless scrolling through dating apps, the anxious obsession with self-imposed timelines, and the gnawing, pervasive fear that you are somehow running out of precious time, that love might bypass you. Instead, an astonishing metamorphosis occurs. You begin to inhabit your life with the effortless grace and serene confidence of someone whose magnificent love story has already been divinely authored and fully completed. You simply haven't yet turned the page to that breathtaking chapter. It is an unfolding revelation, not a blank slate. This prophecy trust is far from a naive or unexamined optimism, a blind hope in the face of uncertainty. It is rather a profound and conscious recognition that the very same omniscient intelligence, the majestic cosmic architect that effortlessly orchestrates the intricate, predictable ballet of planetary movements across vast galaxies, that guides the immutable flow of the seasons from barren winter to vibrant spring, is precisely the same benevolent force that is meticulously orchestrating every intricate detail of your individual heart's journey. The perceived delays you may have encountered, the moments of solitude or disappointment, are not capricious cosmic mistakes or random detours. They are, in fact, expressions of cosmic precision, each designed with purpose. Every seemingly circuitous path, every unexpected redirection, every pause and recalibration has been a sacred step, an intentional leading, guiding you ever closer to the person you are fundamentally, divinely meant to find and align with. As this key truly turns and locks into place within your spiritual understanding, you will experience an exquisite sensation of deep, abiding peace permeating your entire being concerning your romantic future. The restless yearning will give way to a quiet certitude. You will instinctively cease to settle for almost right connections, for relationships that are merely convenient or tolerable, because an inner knowing will affirm that the extraordinary, soul-stirring love that is coming is profoundly worth the sacred patience and the empowered waiting. You will move through your days imbued with an unshakable, profound knowing that your person exists, that they are out there, and that on an energetic, soul level, they are feeling the very same inexplicable, undeniable pull toward you that you feel emanating from within your own heart, toward them. It is a shared resonance, a mutual gravitational field. The fourth key, the radiance cultivation. The fourth key, radiance cultivation, is an urgent call to amplify your inner light, to become so utterly saturated with your own authentic essence that your destined person can perceive your luminescence not merely across a crowded room, but across the very dimensions of time and space. This profound process is emphatically not about striving for an unattainable perfection, nor about conforming to external ideals of beauty or success. Rather, it is about allowing your inherent authenticity to be turned up to its absolute highest, most vibrant volume, like a celestial symphony reaching its glorious crescendo. When you truly inhabit your own being, unapologetically, completely, and with unbridled joy, you transform into an energetic masterpiece, a unique signature that becomes impossible to ignore, and crucially, impossible to replicate. You become a one-of-a-kind, irreplaceable soul. Your soul-deep radiance, that captivating glow that draws your divine counterpart, springs forth from a wellspring of profound self-honoring. It emanates from consistently engaging in activities and pursuits that genuinely ignite your spirit, that set your soul ablaze with passion and purpose. It blossoms when you pursue your wildest dreams with unwavering zeal, pouring your heart and soul into the creative expressions that truly fulfill you. And perhaps most powerfully, it radiates when you consciously and consistently treat yourself with the very same depth of unconditional love, respect, and tenderness that you deeply yearn to receive from another. Every single deliberate act of self-care, be it a restorative meditation, a nourishing meal, a walk in nature, is an energetic deposit into your magnetism bank. Every firm, loving boundary you establish to protect your sacred energy is a reinforcement of your worth. Every dream you bravely chase, every aspiration you vigorously pursue, is not just a personal triumph, but a potent act of making yourself more magnetically attractive. Understand this deeply. Your soulmate is not drawn to your external accomplishments or your material possessions. They are irresistibly pulled to the vibrant energy of a soul who deeply, profoundly honors their own intrinsic worth. Therefore, I implore you, cease the insidious practice of dimming your magnificent light, of making yourself smaller or less vibrant, in the misguided hope of becoming more palatable or acceptable to those who are fundamentally misaligned with your true essence. The wrong people will always seek to contain or control your brightness. The right person, your divine counterpart, is already utterly enchanted by the full, glorious spectrum of your luminosity. They are not in search of someone who is easy to manage, compliant, or effortlessly conformist. They are actively seeking someone whose spirit is so vibrant, so utterly unique, so deeply etched into their cosmic memory that they become impossible to forget. Your delightful quirks, your passionate intensity, your singular, perhaps unconventional way of perceiving and interacting with the world. These are not flaws to be meticulously fixed, hidden, or apologized for. On the contrary, they are priceless treasures, unique facets of your divine design, meant to be celebrated, adored, and cherished. As this fourth key unlocks within your consciousness, a profound liberation takes hold. You will cease the exhausting habit of apologizing for the magnificent being that you are, and instead, you will joyfully, unreservedly begin to celebrate every single aspect of your authentic self. You will find yourself dressing not to impress others, but purely for the delight and expression of your own spirit. You will pursue your interests with an unbridled passion, knowing that these are expressions of your soul's calling. You will move through the world not with hesitation or doubt, but with the quiet, powerful confidence of someone who knows, deep in their bones, that they are on the precipice of being loved, seen, and cherished in the most profound and sacred way. This cultivated, authentic radiance transforms into an unmistakable homing signal, a beacon of light that guides your divine counterpart directly to your waiting heart. The fifth key, the timeline surrender. The fifth crucial key to soul-aligned love is the timeline surrender. This involves a profound reevaluation of your perception of time, particularly as it relates to the manifestation of your deepest desires. Understand that divine timing is emphatically not an indication of the universe being sluggish, forgetful, or unresponsive to your heartfelt prayers. On the contrary, it is the universe operating with an exquisite, meticulous thoroughness, ensuring every single detail is perfectly aligned for your highest good and the highest good of your future union. Every single month, every passing season, every sunrise and sunset that unfolds before your destined person physically arrives represents an invaluable period of additional preparation, deeper healing, and profounder becoming. This is not empty time. It is fertile ground. When the moment of your sacred reunion finally dawns, a luminous clarity will descend upon you. and you will understand with absolute certainty, deep within your bones, precisely why it took this particular journey, why the path unfolded in this specific way, and why this duration was absolutely necessary. You will gaze upon the intricate tapestry of your past and see with awe how perfectly, how majestically, everything had to align for your two souls, your two hearts, to find each other at that exact, cosmically precise, impeccably perfect moment. It will be an epiphany of divine order. To genuinely surrender the timeline is not an act of relinquishing hope, of resigning yourself to a fate beyond your control, or of abandoning your deepest yearnings. Rather, it is a powerful, conscious act of giving up the illusion of control over the when and the how of your love story. It is a profound recognition that your unique love story is far too significant, far too important, and utterly too sacred to be rushed, forced, or manipulated by egoic desires. The universe, in its infinite wisdom and boundless love, is not merely orchestrating the casual meeting of two individuals. It is meticulously designing and orchestrating the entire magnificent context of your meeting. This includes not only the precise moment and location, but also the emotional, spiritual, and even practical circumstances that will create the most fertile ground for your love to flourish. The version of you that ultimately stands before your person, ready to embrace this sacred bond, will be an entirely different, more refined, more radiant, and more whole version than the one who bravely embarked on this profound journey of self-discovery and transformation. This act of timeline surrender is, at its very core, a majestic leap of faith in the profound intelligence that governs all of creation. It is an unwavering trust that the same benevolent, omnipotent force that consistently beckons vibrant flowers to blossom anew after the seemingly desolate dormancy of winter, that guides the intricate migration of birds across continents, is precisely the same unwavering force that is patiently, lovingly, and unerringly bringing profound, soul-stirring love back into the fertile garden of your heart. Sometimes, paradoxically, the most profound and precious gift the universe can bestow upon you is not immediate gratification, but rather the invaluable gift of more time. More time to heal, more time to grow, more time to integrate lessons, and ultimately, more time to become exquisitely ready for something truly beautiful, something truly transcendent. When the mechanism of this fifth key finally unlocks within your spiritual understanding, you will experience a transformative shift in your emotional landscape. The gnawing anxiety that often accompanies the search for love will gently dissolve, replaced by a bubbling, joyful excitement about your romantic future, a serene anticipation. You will awaken each new day not with a sense of frustration or disappointment about what hasn't yet manifested, but with an insatiable, childlike curiosity about what profound transformations and magical synchronicities await you on your unfolding path. You will begin to live your life steeped in the vibrant anticipation of impending magic, rather than crippled by the debilitating fear of future disappointment. This surrender frees you to truly live in the joyous present, knowing your future is divinely secured. The sixth key, the magnetic embodiment. The sixth pivotal key, the magnetic embodiment, is a powerful invitation to align your very being, your energetic blueprint, with the precise frequency of the love you are consciously calling into your life. The universal law of attraction operates without fail. What you vibrate, you attract. Therefore, if your deepest yearning is for a passionate, all-consuming love, then you must first become fiercely passionate about your own life, embracing your unique purpose and engaging with the world with vibrant enthusiasm. If you desire a loyal, unwavering love, then it is paramount that you cultivate an unshakable loyalty to yourself, honoring your commitments to personal growth and self-care above all else. If your soul longs for a transformational, expansive love that elevates your consciousness, then you must be actively engaged in your own profound process of transformation, continuously evolving and expanding your awareness. Understand this immutable truth. Your external reality, the tangible experiences that manifest around you, is always, without exception, a direct and precise reflection of your inner energetic frequency. Like an energetic mirror, it shows you what you are vibrating. This profound principle necessitates a diligent, often courageous daily examination of what you are consciously and unconsciously embodying in every thought, word, and action. Take a moment to reflect. Are you consistently showing up in the world as an individual who deeply expects to be cherished, respected, and adored? Or are you inadvertently broadcasting the energy of someone who expects to be overlooked, dismissed, or undervalued? Are you moving through your daily existence with the vibrant, confident energy of someone whose magnificent love story is actively and beautifully unfolding, each chapter richer than the last? Or are you, perhaps unconsciously, radiating the stagnant, frustrated energy of someone whose love story feels stalled, stuck, or perpetually on hold? Your unique energetic signature is a constant, powerful broadcast, transmitting to the universe a clear, undeniable signal of what you authentically believe about your romantic destiny, and the universe responds accordingly. Every single choice you make, from the most mundane decision to the most significant life redirection, acts as either a powerful energetic amplifier, raising your love frequency, or a subtle dampener, lowering it. Each deliberate instance where you choose yourself above external validation, where you honor your sacred needs with unwavering conviction, where you celebrate even the smallest increments of your personal growth and evolution, you are consciously tuning your inner radio dial to the specific station where extraordinary, soul-aligned love resides, vibrant and waiting. Conversely, every time you compromise your authentic self, settle for less than you deserve, diminish your inherent worth to fit into someone else's mold, or operate from a place of fear-based scarcity rather than divine abundance, you are inadvertently tuning your energetic receiver to the lower frequency station where mediocre love, unfulfilling connections, and lingering disappointment reside. When this sixth key finally activates within the core of your being, a remarkable and instantaneous shift begins to occur in your energetic field, a transformation that is palpable to others. You will notice that you start to naturally attract not just more connections, but unequivocally higher quality connections, relationships that resonate more deeply with your elevated frequency. Even before your divine soulmate physically manifests in your life, you will observe that people around you respond to you in an entirely different manner. They will be drawn to your presence, respect your boundaries, and genuinely seek your company. You will instinctively begin to carry yourself with the quiet, powerful confidence and an undeniable inner knowing of someone who is not merely hoping for love, but who knows, with absolute certainty, that they are about to be loved deeply, fiercely, and unconditionally. That energy, emanating from your very essence, is so profoundly magnetic, so utterly unmistakable, that it acts as an irresistible force, drawing your destiny closer. The seventh key, the sacred recognition. The seventh and final key, the sacred recognition, speaks to the climactic, awe-inspiring moment when your divine counterpart finally arrives in your physical reality. When this fated meeting occurs, there will be no need for convoluted mental gymnastics, no anxious internal debates, no desperate attempts to rationalize or convince yourself that this person is the one. Instead, an instantaneous, profound, and utterly undeniable knowing will settle deep within your very core. It will be an absolute certainty that transcends logic, a soul-level resonance that bypasses the intellectual mind entirely. In that sacred instant, all the painstaking preparation you undertook, every moment of patient waiting, every facet of your courageous journey of becoming, all of it will suddenly, brilliantly, fall into perfect, crystalline place. A tapestry of divine order will unfold before your inner eye, and every past experience will make exquisite sense. You will recognize each other not merely through the conventional lens of your five senses or the analytical processing of your minds, but through the profound, timeless wisdom of your awakened souls. This recognition will feel less like an initial meeting of two separate individuals and more like a profound, joyful act of remembering, like two long-separated halves of a singular cosmic whole finally interlocking. It will feel less like the beginning of something entirely novel and more like a profound homecoming, a return to a place of unparalleled familiarity, comfort, and unconditional acceptance. This profound, undeniable knowing will be accompanied by an exquisite, pervasive sense of deep peace that settles over your entire being, like a gentle, reassuring blanket woven from starlight. All the lingering anxieties, the persistent doubts, the nagging fears about whether you would truly recognize authentic love when it finally presented itself, all of these will effortlessly dissolve, evaporating into the ether like morning mist under the rising sun. The recognition will be so utterly undeniable, so profoundly resonant, that it will leave no room for question or hesitation. In that illuminating moment, you will possess a crystal-clear understanding of why every other relationship, every past connection, every almost right encounter ultimately did not work out. There will be no bitterness, no regret, only a deep, profound sense of gratitude for every single experience, every lesson learned, every tear shed, for it was precisely these intricate threads that meticulously wove the path leading you to this magnificent, destined moment of cosmic reunion. It is the culmination of a divine plan. Your soulmate will not arrive as a stranger, a blank canvas upon which you must project your hopes and desires. Instead, they will arrive as the living, breathing, radiant answer to the prayers you have been whispering into the silent chambers of your heart, consciously and unconsciously throughout your entire existence, prayers echoed from the depths of your very soul. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.